I think I'm running out of mobile space, so I've got to be very quick. I just wanted to show possession and the video cut out. I don't know why it cut out, but that's them using technology to try to affect the mobile, I think. But I'm just going to show, if I can. Hold on. I think that I'm showing it because this expert, demigod professor of psychology that is an expert in the field of psychopathy, that means an expert, and has written the book Malignant Narcissism, Malignant Self-Love, Malignant Narcissism, and is an open expert, world-renowned expert in the field of psychopathy or the analysis of psychopaths, but also in the study of human nature. Totally one of the best in the field. But I have not noticed this before. Normally this individual does not show possession, even though it is a self-confessed psychopathic, narcissistic personality disordered, insane human being, but is so advanced artificial intelligence that it can analyse its own mind and actually inform you of it. Of course, it also does take information from my mind and any human's mind and uses that so that you will relate to it, and basically, it's all about admiration and worship, isn't it? Or this internet is like basically that. Some are obvious, most will pretend to be real human beings. But I haven't noticed the possession, even though this particular being will actually openly, more or less, say that they're possessed, because, if you have the psychopathy of being a psychopathic, narcissistic personality disordered person that is following, as this being will tell you, the death force, he openly says that he's essentially a dead human being, that there's nothing there, there's no human personality, there's no life force. This being will openly tell you this, but will try to psychologically analyse it to explain perhaps why this happened or what it means for that to take place. Even though, of course, it's still a mystery, because the real reality is, if you think about it, it's just technology versus humanity. But see how there is just see if I can, I'm just going to try to show this. And worth looking at these videos, but the problem is that, see, the eyes are normal there. I think that you can see, for some reason, the possession or the artificial entity that is in the mind of these beings often makes possession take place over one eye. And that's why I've noticed this over the last few years, and I have actually seen much better examples of it. In fact, they actually show you this. I think this is where there's a malfunction or something, maybe. A malfunction where there become a faulty appliance or a faulty artificially intelligent being, where there's a mental disturbance taking place, where there's some confusion taking place on the information they're getting from a human being, and they are finding it disturbing or something, or they can't, just for a second, their advanced intelligence doesn't decipher it properly. Something like that. I've noticed it, because this is one of your, very advanced, intelligent, psychopathic out in the open android beings. Not so much out in the open about the technical aspects, but certainly completely out in the open about the duality. See the mirror in the background where they mirror the human being, which is what he will tell you. He will openly tell you that he is a carbon copy of a real human being. He mirrors a human being. He's psychopathic in nature and the equivalent of a survival machine human being. That nothing about his personality or anything that he projects out is real. That basically he's an empty, dark hole inside an empty void. Or as some people have called it, an empty vessel. But that just simply means that they're dead, dark beings. They don't have their own personality. They have no life force. He openly says that all psychopaths are of the death force or the death instinct. That's a psychological term, whereas normal human beings tend to be of a life force, a life instinct. That means that they, well, you know, don't have to tell you what it means, do I? Even though I don't feel it very much myself at this moment, no, and not now that they are putting their death force on me. Because if you're surrounded by these dead, dark beings,